You check your phone and see a notification, a comment. Someone you've never met has left a critical remark on a post you made. For the next hour, you're distracted. Your mood sours. Your work suffers. All because of a few words from a stranger. This is the modern trap. We hand over our inner peace to external events we cannot command. We let the outside world dictate our internal weather. The Stoics knew this trap well. They called it the fundamental error, confusing what is within our power with what is not. Your reputation, your wealth, your body, what others say and think about you, these are not within your absolute control. Your opinions, your judgments, your desires, your actions, these are your domain. This is the split sheet. It is the first and most critical tool for recreating yourself. Most of our anxiety comes from trying to control the left side of the sheet while neglecting the right. We try to manage opinions instead of managing our character. We focus on outcomes instead of our efforts. Imagine you're about to give a major presentation at work. You've prepared thoroughly. That is on your side of the sheet. But the technology might fail. Your boss might be in a bad mood. A colleague might ask a hostile question. Those are on the other side. The typical response is to worry about all of it. The Stoic response is to focus your entire energy on your delivery, your clarity, your composure. You release the rest. You do not let the possibility of a malfunctioning projector steal your rehearsal time. You do not let a potential tough question drain your confidence during your preparation. Your task is to play your part well, not to write the entire script for the play. The micro move is this. Take a blank piece of paper right now. Draw a line down the center. On the left, write outside my control. On the right, write within my control. Think of one current stressor in your life. Break it down. The traffic jam, left side. Your frustration about the traffic jam, right side. Your presentation's outcome, left side. The quality of your slides and practice, right side. This is not a magic trick to make the stressor vanish. It is a surgical tool to redirect your energy to the only place it can ever be effective. You stop shouting at the storm and start building a better shelter. Close the page. The split is made. Your mind can now begin to align with it. You say yes to another request, even though your energy is gone. You push your own needs down to avoid being seen as difficult. This isn't kindness. It is a slow erosion of the self. How can you pour from an empty cup? The Stoic answer is not self-sacrifice, but self-possession. It begins with the inner scorecard. This is your private measure of your own virtue and progress. Most of us live by an outer scorecard likes promotions, compliments, the approval of others. This is unstable ground. It rises and falls with the whims of the world. The inner scorecard is different. It tracks only one thing: your alignment with your own principles. Did you act with courage? Did you practice justice? Did you exercise wisdom? Did you demonstrate discipline? These are the only metrics that matter. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself about returning to his own guiding principles, his logos. When you are shaken, he said, Return to yourself. This is the return to the inner scorecard. Consider a day at work. Your outer scorecard might be a successful meeting or a finished project. Your inner scorecard is different. Did you interrupt a colleague, or did you listen? Did you cut corners, or did you do the work with integrity? Did you complain about a problem, or did you seek a solution? The outer scorecard is the applause. The inner scorecard is the quality of the performance itself. One is fickle. The other is the foundation of a resilient character. The micro move is to conduct a nightly review, not a self-critical rant. A calm, 5-line assessment. Take out your phone's notes app or a journal. Ask yourself 2 questions only. First, where did my actions today align with my principles? Second, where did they drift? Be brief. Aligned. I finished the difficult task I was avoiding. Drifted. I snapped at my partner when I was tired. That is all. No long narratives. No guilt. This is not about judgment. It is about calibration. You are the captain of your ship, quietly checking the compass at the end of the day, noting the drift, and gently correcting the course for tomorrow. This is the foundation of true self-love. It is the commitment to holding yourself to your own standard, not anyone else's. Feel a wave of anger after a frustrating email. The old script is to react, to fire back, to vent. The Stoic path is different. It asks you to pause and climb the Stoic ladder. The first step is fact. What actually happened? Strip away the story, the judgment, the narrative. The email contained critical feedback. That is the fact. The story you're telling yourself is that your colleague is undermining you, that they are unfair, that this is a personal attack. The Stoic ladder requires you to separate the bare fact from the decorated story. The second step is reframe. This is where you apply your reason. Is this event an obstacle, or is it an opportunity? The criticism, however poorly delivered, contains data. It is a chance to practice humility. It is a test of your emotional resilience. It is fuel for improvement. Epictetus said, "The hindrance becomes the way." The reframe is how you find the way in the hindrance. You shift from, "This is happening to me," to, "This is happening for me," to practice. The third step is action. Now, and only now, do you decide what to do. From this calmer, more reasoned place, your action will be deliberate. You might draft a response seeking clarification. You might decide to let it sit for an hour before replying. You might even choose to delete it and move on, having extracted the useful data and discarded the emotional noise. The action is no longer a reactive spasm. It is a chosen move. The micro move is to practice this ladder with the next minor irritation you face today. Your coffee spills. Fact. Liquid is on the table. Reframe. This is a chance to practice patience and order. It is a small reminder of impermanence. Action. Calmly clean it up. By practicing on the small things, you build the neural pathways to handle the big things. The ladder turns chaos into order, reaction into response. A wave of anxiety about an upcoming deadline hits you. Your mind spirals into all the things that could go wrong. The Stoic response is to ground yourself in the present moment using the 3D sequence. The first D is delay. Do not act on the feeling. Do not send the panicked message. Do not start frantically and aimlessly working. Simply pause. Breathe. Create a space between the trigger and your response. Seneca warned us that anger and anxiety alike are a kind of temporary madness. The delay is your cooling off period. The second D is define. Get precise. Ask yourself, what is within my control right at this moment? The final outcome of the project is in the future. It is not within your control right now. What is within your control? You can define the very next physical action. You can open the document. You can write one paragraph. You can make one single phone call. You break the monolithic, terrifying project into a single, manageable next step. The third D is do. You execute only that one defined action. You do not think about step 2 or step 10. You pour all of your focused attention into that one small, controllable task. This sequence delay, define, do is an antidote to the paralysis of modern overwhelm. It pulls you out of the abstract future and plants you firmly in the actionable present. The micro move is to apply the 3D sequence to your most pressing task today. When you feel the resistance or anxiety build, stop. Delay for 60 seconds. Just breathe. Then, define the absolute smallest next physical action. Open the spreadsheet. Write the first sentence of the email. Then, do only that. Nothing more. This is how you build momentum. You move from being a victim of your anxiety to being the architect of your progress, one small, deliberate action at a time. The world is noisy. Notifications, demands, endless streams of content. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own, and it is being pulled in a dozen directions. The Stoics protected their minds with the same vigor we protect our homes. They used gates and bells. The gate is a boundary you set for your time and focus. You decide when you are available for the world and when you are reserved for your own work, reflection, and peace. The bell is the intentional signal that a period of focused time is beginning or ending. It is a ritual that tells your brain to shift modes. Imagine your workday. Without gates, every email and message interrupts your deep work. You are reactive all day. To set a gate, you block out 2 hours in the morning for focused work. You close your email tab. You put your phone in another room. This is your gate. The bell is the action that seals it. It could be putting on headphones, lighting a specific candle, or spending 1 minute in silence before you begin. This ritual tells your mind, now we focus. When the time is up, you ring another bell. You stand up, stretch, and consciously open the gate to check messages. This is not just productivity. It is the practice of sovereignty over your own mind. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but he knew his primary duty was to rule his own inner kingdom. Your kingdom is your attention. The micro move is to install one gate and one bell today. Choose one 25-minute block. Set the gate by removing distractions. Create a simple Bella deep breath, putting on a specific playlist, saying, "I begin." Then work. When the time is up, ring the closing bell. Stand up and walk away. This small act is a declaration. It says your time, your focus, and your peace are not common resources for the world to plunder. They are sacred, and you are their guardian.